Hey everybody, Bryan here, and I'm making food today. Macaroni and cheese. You need to make it. It's delicious. Trust me. So we're going to start out with some pasta. You could choose macaroni or really any kind of pasta you want, but I chose this cool looking pasta called trottole, or trottoli if you don't speak Italian like I do. Next you're going to add the pasta to boiling salted water with a little bit of vegetable oil in it. Now you want this water to be really salty because that's what's going to flavor the pasta initially. Then you're going to take a spoon and stir it around so none of the pasta clumps together. And you're going to cook it for however long the package instructs. Next we're going to grate some cheese, and yeah, don't start the way I did. That was very dangerous and that could have ended pretty badly. Speaking of grating cheese, yeah, you're going to want to go ahead and buy cheese and grate it yourself. It's a lot better. You know it's fresh. It's going to taste better. You know what's in it. Cheese, not anything else like sawdust or anything like that. Also, when you get to this stage, be really careful. Don't put fingers in your macaroni and cheese. That wouldn't be great. And once you get done grating that cheese, you can go ahead and move on to your next one. See, look, almost made the exact same mistake I did first time, but I caught myself because I'm what I would call a professional. I'm also a pretty bad liar though. But you're going to go ahead and grate your cheese and don't put your fingers in it again, just like last time. Now that all of your cheese is grated, great job by the way, you're going to move on to the next stage, which is putting milk in a pot and heating it until it's just below boiling temperature. While your milk is heating up, you're going to do the next step. And I know this is going to be hard for some of you because this is multitasking, but I believe in you. You're going to put butter in a pan and melt it. Next we're going to make a roux, which involves adding flour to your melted butter and whisking together until it forms a light paste. And we're going to cook that over low heat for about 2 minutes. You see how that's getting nice and thick? That's exactly what it's going to help your macaroni and cheese do. Next you're going to do as I say and not as I do, and pour your hot milk into your roux without splattering it all over the stove and your shirt. Then once this is done, you're going to whisk it on low heat for a few minutes until it's nice and smooth. By now your pasta should be done boiling and you should drain it. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is the most gratuitous pasta draining scene you've ever seen in your entire life. But look at that jiggle. Listen to that sound. This is good stuff, people. But Bryan, you say, why didn't you cut the clip down? Nobody needs to see pasta draining for that long. And I say, well, what if something cool would have happened? Wouldn't you have felt left out then? I mean, it didn't, but you still don't want wet macaroni and cheese. As your pasta is still draining in the sink, or wherever you choose to drain your pasta, hopefully it's somewhere with a drain, you're going to want to add your cheese into your still hot milk and roux mixture, and then you're going to whisk that together until it's nice and cheesy and melty and delicious. Once you have achieved what I have described in the previous clip, you're going to add some salt and fresh cracked pepper. You could also add whatever other spices you want, like nutmeg or cayenne or really anything else. Go hog wild. It's your mac and cheese. Do it your way or my way. It's still going to taste great. I can almost guarantee you of that. Next, so it looks like you know exactly what you're doing, you're going to pour your drained pasta into your cheese sauce and intentionally spill some of the noodles on the stove. When your guests ask, why did you do that? Just casually put them back into the pot, like it was the plan the whole time. Just mix it up really well and it's ready to be enjoyed. That is, unless, of course, you want to make it a lot better, and trust me, you do. so we're going to have to bake it now. When you're done mixing it well, you're going to want to transfer it to some kind of casserole dish. I myself fancy this one with the 3 hearts on it, but that's just because I'm innocent and caring. After that, you're going to go ahead and scrape all of the extra cheese sauce out of the pot that you cooked it in, because you don't want that to go to waste. Trust me, that's like the best part of this whole thing, and it's going to make the dish. Don't waste it, I'm telling you. Next, you're going to smooth it out and make it all even, because you don't want any rogue noodles popping out of that sauce and getting super dry when it bakes. That won't be good. If you're not going to bake it immediately, go ahead and cover it tightly with some plastic wrap and pop it in the fridge until you're ready to bake it. Right before you're ready to bake it, go ahead and mix some breadcrumbs with some melted butter and create an amazing crispy topping for this amazing macaroni and cheese. You're going to want to take your macaroni and cheese out of the refrigerator now and start applying your breadcrumb topping. You may notice that my macaroni and cheese is a little bit lower than when it went in. That's because of 2 reasons. First, it absorbed a lot of the cheese liquid and is going to get really creamy when we bake it. And second, I took some out and used it as a special ingredient in my next video, which you will have to watch to find out how it's used. Go ahead and pop this into the oven now, and in just a little bit, you'll have an absolutely amazing side dish to any meal that you come up with. Look at it, it's so bubbling and cheesy and gooey, and you've got that crust on the top, it's all golden brown. I'm colorblind and I can even see that. It's perfect looking. Just wait until you taste it. It's delicious. This is my first time making macaroni and cheese from scratch, and I've got to say I was blown away by how tasty it came out and how easy it was to make. But please, make it your own way, choose your own cheeses, experiment. This is your macaroni and cheese. Here's our macaroni and cheese next to the main course that I will be making in my next video, which is macaroni and cheese stuffed chicken cordon bleu balls. Yep, you heard that correct. It's great. Please check out that next video and the rest of mine. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.